Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the College Football Tailgate. It is me, XFL Jim, joined by my esteemed co-host, Eric, Uncle Rico. My man.
What's up, dude?
Week 0. Football's back. Football is back. And I am in a pit of misery.
Well, first of all, we are friends. Let's talk it out, big man.
Can we tout first? Before anything, can we tout? You went 3-0 in your picks on the Saturday show. I went 3-2. Let's tout a little bit first. Let's start off with some positivity. That's sugar right before the medicine, so to speak.
Yeah.
So you had UTEP North Texas under 27.5.
Cha-ching. Little bit of a sweat.
That was a sweat.
I was confident after the first quarter, 0-0. Little bit of a sweat, got some defensive plays at the end to grind it out.
We both had North Texas money line. Boom. Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
Yeah.
You had Northwestern +7 in the first half.
Yeah, just a surgical drive at the end of the first half.
Beautiful for them. So my picks, besides the North Texas money line, I had Nebraska team total over 31.5. Bad. Not good. Didn't work out. I had Illinois -14. I was fairly confident in that one. That one, they look great. The Burt Ball is here, baby. Burt Ball is here.
Talking myself on our show on Saturday mornings, talking myself off of Illinois -7.5 for the first half.
Brutal.
I know.
I also had UNLV -23.5. UNLV, the fighting Rebs with their slot machine on the sideline. Love it.
Put up a 35 in the second quarter.
Just they were out for blood. And then I had Hawaii +9, and I believe Hawaii lost by, what was that? They lost by 53 points.
So, I'm in. Oh my god!
But we made you money.
We made
you
went
3-0. I went 3-2.
Shout out to the guy on Twitter who was touting Hawaii winning after they got up 7-0. Though
that was me.
That was actually you.
No, it wasn't. But I was doing that. I was like, the island, baby. It's that island magic.
And I was walking into the lovely Soaring Eagle Casino to cash some tickets because they know of a sports book there. And I don't know if it was directed toward me or not, but I did hear an Uncle Rico yell. I looked around.
It was probably directed towards you.
I didn't know if there was another Uncle Rico in the house, an actual Uncle Rico, or someone was just yelling Uncle Rico to me. I don't know. But
we're gonna go with they were a fan. Thank you for whoever yelled that.
Fan of the show.
Also, I was the one yelling at Hawaii, but also I was recovering from a blackout, a bruised bone in my hand from punching a wall, and I also smoked most of a pack of cigarettes in frustration that Saturday.
All right, so let's just talk it out, man.
I'll talk through it. Did you see my video that I posted in immediate aftermath?
Did see your video, and it was some of your best work.
It was. I might do that every Nebraska game. I might have to just tweet through it.
So let's go.
First. Okay. I want to preface this. The feeling that every Nebraska fan and most college football fans go through, but especially me, I don't know why it is. End of the season last year, what did we went 3-9.
Yeah. Just
brutal. Losing 7 one-score games. I think it was 8, actually. It was 8 one-score games. It was just brutal. Terrible season. I go through that. I'm just get rid of Scott Frost. Scrap the whole thing. We suck. I hate everything.
This is supersonic Wi-Fi from Xfinity.
Whoa. That was... I think that's you.
Is that me?
Hey, what does this button do?
I think that's you.
Oh, you know what, dude? I'm sorry. Dude, I have the ESPN box score up, dude. I got a Xfinity ad playing right now. I'm sorry.
No free shout-outs to ESPN. Fuck you. But anyway, we go through that. I'm burn it all down. We get through the season, and the off-season comes. I'm just okay. You know what? I'll be happy with a bowl game. I'll be happy with that. And then the off-season continues. It comes to July, August. We're getting into the season. Right before the season, I'm like, oh, you know what? Nebraska can win the West, baby. We've got the talent. We got Mark Whipple, he did great at Pitt. Our defense was great last year. We have a special teams coordinator. We got it. We got it on lock. And what happens every time we play on prime time? We get embarrassed.
Joke.
Why does Nebraska have to be 2 years in a row the season opening game where everyone is watching? Why can't we just be bad in peace?
I don't know.
Why does it have to be on the world stage? Why do we have to continually embarrass ourselves on the world stage? Why does it have to keep happening?
You know what? You can only
Scott Frost sucks.
Yeah, he does.
And I told you this at the start of the season. I want to either go 3-9 again, or I want to go 9-3. Because either if we're going 9-3, we're competing for the Big Ten West. If we go 3-9, he's done. If we go 6-6 and he keeps his job, I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm just letting you know, Scott Frost fired before end of the season. Yes, is minus 500.
They'll see what his record. I mean, that's an overreaction. That's an overreaction.
That's a little bit of an overreaction. Yeah.
Like, it could be Northwestern's just good this year because it's an even numbered year. Guess what? Northwestern's good.
You know what? And I'll say this. Offensive line looked good.
For Northwestern.
Yes.
They looked really good.
Offensive line looked good. Defensive line, you look good too. So.
Oh, you're talking about Northwestern or Nebraska?
Northwestern.
Yes, Northwestern.
Yeah.
I think Nebraska's offensive line looked good in the pass block.
Yeah.
But they couldn't do any run blocking, which was interesting.
Couldn't do any run blocking at all. I thought there could be a little more RPOs, if you will.
Would have liked a little bit more of that. I want to see someone like Casey Thompson be able to use his legs a little bit. I think a lot of outside runs would have been nice for how it was looking. It was a lot of runs on the inside, which just weren't happening whatsoever. And our defensive line, which was supposed to be the strength of our team, got absolutely embarrassed the entire game.
They got outplayed.
Northwestern's offensive line looked world beaters.
Completely. And can we just say shout out to their offensive line coach?
Oh, definitely.
For that tweet.
I mean, that was all time.
I mean, that just a phenomenal tweet. One of the most underrated offensive line coaches in college football. He's got guys in the league. It's going to be interesting to see like how much longer he stays at Northwestern, or if he looks to, you know what I mean? Is he going to be a Northwestern lifer?
I mean, Pat Fitzgerald seems to have those kinds of guys. That D coordinator that quit 2 years ago, he was there from like the early 2000s or something, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, and for those that don't know, like Scott Frost on Big Ten Media Day said that
I think this was like just a Nebraska Media Day.
Yeah, it said like our offensive line has puked 11 times during OTAs, and like Kurt tweeted out, just to think our offensive line only puked 4 times during. So
Scott Frost cannot help but put his foot in his mouth.
And that's the thing. Like he's a mid-major coach. You know what I mean? Like he's a little over his head.
I think maybe he's not a program rebuilder. Maybe he's like a keep things the samer. Like if he would have taken over after Pelini, maybe things would have stayed the same and not improved or gotten worse. I don't think I think he's an all right coach. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's Nebraska. Maybe it's the combination of Scott Frost and Nebraska.
But here's the thing, like, and I'm not saying this to be mean.
No, you can be mean. It's fine.
You have to have a guy at the helm that installs confidence, installs a winning culture. Okay. Yeah. He brought that at UCF. UCF, he had that.
He had it.
Here, he obviously doesn't have it. And if you have kids and that players that get used to losing, that's hard to break.
I mean, we've been a loser program. We've been a loser program since 2015.
And like you need someone in there that's going to come in and change the way that's handled. Yeah. For him to say afterwards, what was his quote afterwards? They need to change.
So he did a couple things. He's like, the quotes that stuck out to me was like, if I had to go back, I probably wouldn't do that onside kick. No shit. No shit you wouldn't if you look back in hindsight. And the other one was kind of saying that Mark Whipple needs to kind of get a little more creative, already throwing his offensive coordinator under the bus.
Yeah, already. I mean, my my two turning points of the game were this. I get number one, up 14-3. Northwestern came down, scored the touchdown to make it 14-10. Okay. Northwestern was driving down. I think they had the 32, 33.
Something like
Northwestern. They fumbled. You can't.
No, Nebraska had that.
Nebraska fumbled.
I posit that was not a real fumble.
Yeah, that was kind of a brutal call, but
that was a brutal call. Like I will posit that was a turning point for sure.
That kind of hurt a little bit momentum.
But that's the thing with these Scott Frost teams. Any semblance of an obstacle and they shut down.
Yeah. And that comes from being a leader, being able to motivate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't throw other people under the bus. You can do that. Like, I'm a coach. I have meetings with my coaches. When it's us face to face, I'm stern with them. I'd be like, dude, you got to do this better. You got to do this better. But when I'm in front of like some of our students, there's no way. I would never do that, because as a head guy, if I demean,
you're undermining their authority.
Yeah, you can't do that. Another turning point was the onside kick. Dude, you're up 28-17 now. All the momentum
in the fucking world.
All the momentum in the world. Then you give up then you do onside kick, then you give up a touchdown. Then on your next possession, you go 3 and out. You go 3 and out on your next possession. Like, you just can't do that. Like, after the onside kick, punt, interception, punt, interception.
Brutal.
I mean, like, all momentum completely off the game. Like, here's the thing. Is it an overreaction? Yeah. I mean,
it's going to be the same as last year. Like, we overreacted after week 1. Yeah, we'll be fine against South Dakota next week.
North Dakota.
Is it North Dakota? Yeah, that's right. Sorry. North Dakota. Whatever.
And I love how you say we, man. Dude, just so much respect for saying we, man.
I'm gonna stand by that. I will stand by that till I die. But I am very tired of Nebraska football. So here's the stat that I saw. So our last coach with a winning record was Bo Pelini. Technically, Bo Pelini, the best Nebraska coach of the last 2 decades, if you want to think about it. That's kind of depressing. Kind of depressing. Scott Frost, if Scott Frost were to win his next 60 games in a row, he would still have a worse record than Bo Pelini.
Mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling.
I'm off the Scott Frost train. I'm on this point of I'm trying to come up with a list of coaches that I'd like to hire.
That's what you should do. And you should each.
You're not going to like the top of my list. You're not going to like the top of my list.
Coastal Carolina's one, right?
No, he's top 5 for sure. But 1-1, taking your boy from Kansas.
Dude, don't you fucking dare, man.
Taking Lance Leopold.
Jeez, just let me have one good season of Kansas football, dude. Just let me enjoy it for 1 year, man.
If they make that bowl game, he's not going to be coaching it, because he's going to be coaching at Nebraska. He's going to be getting recruits.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, dude. He'll probably be gone when we're at the Auto City, Libertyville, and lovely Memphis.
If he gets Kansas to a bowl game, he's probably getting any job in the fucking country he wants. Let's be honest.
Replaces Saban at Bama.
I want to see Saban take Kansas to a bowl game.
Oh my god. Couple other games kind of stood out to me too. First game. What do we make out of Utah State's slow start against UConn?
It's hard to say. First game of the year, Utah State is always a weird team. I'm not going to read too much into what Utah State does until conference play rolls around.
Now,
but there is a scenario where, does this boost UConn stock while lowering Utah State's? Like, do we think too much into UConn? Is Utah State not good? This is like, that's the beauty of week 0 and week 1 is like, is UConn like decent? Are they going to be competitive and not lose the spread every game like they've done the last couple years? Or is Utah State just not that great?
Or is it Utah State saying, "Hey, we're playing UConn, who's one of the worst teams year after year after year,"
and not showing anything?
We have Alabama next.
I don't know how deeply they think they can do against Bama.
I know, but still, you know what I mean? Like, and I'll be honest, dude, I'm looking at it right now. That spread's 41.5. If that gets anything north of 42, I'm betting Utah State.
What's Alabama first half?
I don't think they have first half. I think they always wait to go first half.
I think they do too. I don't think they have it. They don't.
Yeah. So
hey, guess what? Some books I'm seeing 42.
That's juicy. Yeah, you got. You know what? My interest is peaked. I
think this is a combination of Utah State's maybe looking ahead a little bit, and I think UConn's going to be feisty. I think that's the word I want to use for the Huskies. It's feisty.
Yeah, I can see that. I think they're going to be a lot more competitive. I think they're going to compete a little bit more. I think Mora installs a little bit more belief in them.
Diaco's just a hot dude. That's
just a hot guy.
He's just a hot guy. Hot piece of man meat.
Fair enough.
That's what he's got. Mora's a better coach. Did you hear him saying UConn's facilities were better than UCLA's?
What?
Yeah, he was talking smack about UCLA.
That's crazy. Which, if you think about it, is it UCLA or USC? I forgot. Someone told me the facilities at one of those, and I'm just spacing, are just garbage.
It's probably UCLA. I don't think they really like the school itself. It's one of those California public schools. They don't really care about the athletics nearly as much.
Yeah.
Nice campus, though.
Yeah, I personally have never been there.
How about this North Texas UTEP game? Is UTEP back to their normal basement self?
Here's the thing. They didn't have Crowley. I thought it was going to be a big deal. It was a bigger deal than I realized. Their offense, absolutely zero explosive plays.
Yeah.
They have no explosiveness without him there. They're going to struggle to score points this year. They're going to legitimately struggle to score points. I think there's going to be value betting their unders. Maybe not this week against Oklahoma, but
maybe in the future.
In the future. The bigger question is this, and we've seen this line move a lot. This Nevada was laying 4, hosting Texas State. With them playing like they did against New Mexico State, I mean, that line's down to a pick 'em. Are people are downgrading Nevada a lot? Do we need to upgrade New Mexico State, or is
that's what I'm? So you and me were both way higher on New Mexico State than a lot of people coming into this season, I feel.
Yeah.
I think we both think Nevada's bad. We both think they're near the bottom of the Mountain West, I think.
Yes.
They lost their entire coaching staff and a bunch of players to the NFL and one of the best quarterbacks they've had in the last 5 years. It only makes sense they'd be bad.
And they're number 1 in turnover ratio last year. So, all that stuff is due to come down.
A pick'em seems about right for Texas State.
But that's a 4-point line move, dude.
That's nuts. And they're the home team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nuts.
And Texas State has all those freaking transfers. I don't know. I mean, it's at the point now you kind of have to look to go the other way.
You might have to look into that. And then I think New Mexico State's a better team this year than people are going to give them credit for. What do you think about their line of plus 36 against Minnesota?
Well, that's the thing.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points, and Minnesota has a lot of question marks. Minnesota has a couple question marks. They got the running back coming back from injury. You got the quarterback who 2 years ago looked great. Last year, not so much. And it's New Mexico State. How much are they going to want to show in that game?
True. Who does Minnesota have on deck? They got Western Illinois, so they're fine showing whatever. It's no look ahead.
I am trying to find this. I had this written down.
But I think New Mexico State's going to be a teensy bit better. I think my favorite takeaway from the weekend is I still like that I'm sitting on a North Texas to win Conference USA at 10-1.
Look at you, dude. Look at you.
So far, after week 0, that's looking all right.
Yeah. All right.
And then what about fucking Vanderbilt scoring 63 against Hawaii, just boat racing them? I didn't think Vanderbilt had it in them to boat race anybody. Are they turning that ship around?
There's hope, dude. Like, here's the thing.
That's something they've never had.
I know, but that's
James
the thing.
Franklin.
And that's why I said on Saturday morning, I said, look, this is the first time those kids there have had hope.
Hope is a dangerous thing.
Well, no, I'm serious, dude. Like,
it's true.
When you have hope, and like, let's just look at right now. Let's look at Vanderbilt. Let's look at Northwestern. One team right now. Now they are playing in the way better conference against way better teams. And if you just put their rosters on paper, Nebraska is definitely better. But right now, Vanderbilt, those kids, what they have going on right now is way better than what Nebraska has going on. And we said it, Hawaii lost everybody. They're playing in their practice facility.
It's a rough look for Hawaii. I thought maybe the island would give a little bit of magic and help them cover the spread because I thought Vanderbilt was going to be way worse. I didn't think Hawaii was going to be great. I thought Vanderbilt was going to be way worse than what they showed.
Like way worse.
But they're looking pretty good. What was their win total? What was the Vanderbilt win total?
I think it was 2.5.
Oh, could they get that over? Could Vanderbilt get that over? You want to go through Vanderbilt's schedule real quick?
Let's go through it real quick.
Okay, I got it right here. So they beat Hawaii. Done. Elon's up next. That's a win. So then they have to get one win from Wake Forest, NIU, Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia, Missouri, South Carolina, Kentucky, Florida, Tennessee.
Doable.
They could get that over. I want to see if I bet they're under or not. I bet under 2.5 wins. So I'm sweating it out now. I thought I had this Hawaii game on lock. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be sweating the hell out of Vanderbilt at Northern Illinois.
Dude, that game's just down the road for me. Just down the road.
If it wasn't so close to me already going to a game the week before, I'd be there.
So I'm looking at this article right now. Okay. Teams making their season debut against a conference foe. Okay. The following week. So week 0 going against a conference foe.
Yep.
Week 1, there's been 16 games.
Okay.
What do you think the record is against the spread?
Is it something crazy good like 12-4?
Yeah, you're so close. 13-3.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, that means week 1 they're playing like an FCS usually. Like they're playing if they're doing their conference game like week 0 or week 1, that means week 1 or week 2 they're playing like a bottom tier team, their feeder team that they would normally play.
Yeah. So, I mean, looking at, there's a couple teams that fit that, like your North Texas boys fit that.
North Texas plays it. Nebraska
plays SMU. No, North Texas plays SMU.
They play it this week.
Yeah.
But like
I'm just saying like this week right now. So like case in
Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska doesn't play this week though. They have a bye week. Yeah.
I hate that we have an early bye week. But
no, actually, no, you guys play North Dakota, so it doesn't. Yeah. So you guys are in that too.
The line's just not out yet because it's an FCS school.
My bad. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple spots like I have circled. I find it kind of interesting. There's been some interesting line movements. I think the market is way overreacting to the aforementioned Nevada. We mentioned a 4-point move. I'm at the point now. I think there's a little value on Texas State, as crazy as it sounds. I know on Nevada, excuse me, as crazy as it sounds.
Do you want to just get into like some picks for this upcoming week?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
This is what the people want, dude.
This is what we're okay. So obviously, our shows aren't going to be as long during the season as they were for our conference previews, where we were nearing like 2 hours for some.
Which is so hot, dude.
We're gonna be sexy though. We're gonna be giving you some picks.
And I got to pick this Thursday, my friend. I got to pick this Thursday night, and it's not my Fighting Chippewas.
I might pick your Fighting Chippewas.
I'm taking West Virginia plus 7.5. I just feel that's too many points. Anything over 7, that is too many points.
I'm taking the under in that game.
Yeah. Pitt, good offensive line. They've come out. They said they want to run the ball a lot more. With how explosive West Virginia's offense is going to be, they're going to be able to put up points. I just think I'm getting over 7 right now. I have to bet West Virginia.
That's fair. That's probably not going to be 7.5 by the end of the week.
Come Thursday, I think that's going to steam down. I'm seeing. Let me pull up. I thought I saw an 8 in the market earlier when I looked earlier this morning.
Oh, if you can find an 8, go for it, buddy. You want to use our friends over at an app that we're not naming right now?
Yeah, our friends over at the app we're not naming right now. On Bookmaker, there is an 8.
Okay.
Bookmaker is an 8, 7.5 across the board.
I like the under in that game, under 50.5. What I'm seeing.
Oh, I have a 51.5. I bet online.
Even better. Give it to me.
I like that. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna say this, dude.
What do we think of Western Michigan, Michigan State? Your boys in green. Plus 22.
That's a heavy lean to Western, dude. That's a heavy lean to Western in that spot. I think the big game is this. And someone tweeted me and asked me about this.
I might go the under 54 in that game too.
Yeah. They asked me their thoughts on Penn State Purdue. My thoughts are this. I hate laying points on the road. Like if it's just a straight pick 'em like Northwestern, like I got for North Texas.
Yeah.
I'll do it. But at like laying points, I will never lay points on the road.
Especially against a team like Purdue. Purdue's known for getting people.
And it's over that key number of 3. It's 3.5. I was looking at it. In Franklin in openers, 6-2 straight up, just 4-4 ATS.
I think this could be like a really close game.
Yeah.
Sean Clifford back now. Purdue, maybe the most dangerous offense in the Big Ten West. It's not saying much, but still.
It's not saying anything, my friend.
Well, I mean, Northwestern just put up 500 yards.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, it was against Nebraska. But
it was against Nebraska. ODU Vatek.
I was looking at that one. That one like piqued my interest a little bit, but then I was just kind of like, I don't know what to expect out of this Virginia Tech team. Also, a favorite on the road.
Over at Cotty. God.
How about the marquee game of the week, Eric? Temple, Duke -7.
You know what, dude?
I'm gonna take Duke. Duke.
I would take Duke, but how the heck is this 51.5 for this over?
Temple is just bad, and maybe Duke could score. That seems like a lot of points.
I'd probably look at this first half. I'll see what the first half is.
Do they have it up right now?
No, there's no.
They don't. Half. So take a look at that, but I'll also probably take Duke first half. Here's my intriguing one. Illinois going to Indiana. Indiana's a 3-point favorite.
Line was 4.5.
Indiana was 4.5?
Yeah.
A little bit of movement.
Illinois falls into that trend. I'll probably do this. This is something, Jimbo, I like to do. I like to do a little money line round robin.
I bet you do.
And that plus 132, that's going to be in the money line round robin this Saturday, excuse me. That little juicy bugger, I call that, you know what I call that? I call that an anchor piece.
I like it. I feel like the wrong team's favored.
I feel like I think Indiana's missing a lot of questions at quarterback. I know it was against Wyoming, but, you have that trend, ATS. Yeah, Illinois looked good. I like where they're going. I think they're trending. I think, but like Brett's back. Midwest football, cold climate, run the goddamn ball. I think there's certain coaches that, how can I say this, that fit certain markets.
Yep.
And
Brett Bielema belongs in the Big Ten West. He thrives there.
Yeah. Champaign, middle of nowhere, Illinois. You know what I mean? Like,
where is Champaign?
Champaign's like 3.5 hours away from Chicago.
Okay.
Like literally in the middle of nowhere.
Interesting.
Like literally in the middle of nowhere. So you have to take the shitty little 2-lane road to get there. It sucks. It sucks, dude. It's an interstate, but it's only a 2-lane interstate.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Those suck, dude. It's a brutal drive. Yeah. Like I'll probably be on the plus 132 in a parlay piece, but I will not be betting the game.
I'm gonna bet the game, and I will also be putting it on a parlay. I'm gonna double dip. It's like how I like my ice cream cones, double dipped. What about another road favorite, North Carolina going to App State?
See, dude, I hate playing bad numbers, and I feel like I missed the party here.
You did. You should have got this early. I think. Well,
it was at 3. It was at 3.
What? It was at 3.
Yeah, when we started the Sun Belt previews, it was at 3.
This is why you shop extremely far ahead.
But I mean, both.
It's super risky getting numbers that early.
Yeah, because you don't know. It's one of those double dip things. You know what I mean?
Again, like I feel like they might be a team I might take it in like an underdog parlay because I like App State. I do like them to win.
I'm not going to touch it.
But that's a riskier one.
I would lean the under here, if anything.
55 and a half?
Yeah, North Carolina's defense is better. App State's defense is good. They have some questions at quarterback. We don't know like what quarterback we're going to get. Like the level of play. I mean, like 2 years ago, the Appalachian State kid was turning over the ball all the time. Last year, he looked a lot better. I would lean, and North Carolina's defense is legit. I would lean the under 55 and a half, if anything, in this game.
I like that. If I'm going anyway, I'm probably going that. Well, let's shout out to Chase. What about Cincinnati, Arkansas?
This is one of the games I like.
Who do you like here?
I like Arkansas minus a 6.5.
I do too. I see a -6.
Look at you, dude.
I see a -6.
At our friends of the app we're not talking about?
No, on Bovada.
Okay. I like this.
There's some on the app that we're not talking about either.
Because here's the thing. Now, I understand Arkansas lost their wide receiver to the NFL. Cincinnati lost their running back, their quarterback, and both DBs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like when you think Cincinnati, you think defense. Defense is down. I think Ritter is a legit gonna be the starter in Atlanta.
Okay.
I think that's too much, and Arkansas has a huge advantage in the trenches. I love the -6.5, -6. That's definitely gonna be on that card. Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Hogs.
Yeah.
Talk me away from just hammering the over 62 in the Houston UTSA game.
That's a lot of fucking points.
It's a lot of fucking points, but this is college football. It's back, baby. These are two good offenses.
UTSA did lose their running back, though.
He did.
They did lose their running back. They lost their running back.
They're good.
It's a lot of points, dude. God, it's a juicy game, though, man.
I'm going to take that over.
I'm not even going to touch that game.
I'm going to take that over, baby. What do you think about the marquee matchup of the week? We'll talk about it. Oregon, Georgia. Georgia's a 17-point favorite. I don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch that. 17, I don't want to touch.
They have a lot of questions. I'll definitely have to see how that line moves. What about James Madison making their debut at the D1 level?
Against a little Middle Tennessee State. The fact that they're 5.5-point favorites against a team who's like they're all consistently mediocre, but they're still like FBS mediocre. I might I might put them in like a money line parlay if I want to if I want to favor that lineup from minus 220. If I want to like get a better number out of that, because I think they will win, but I think it might be a more hard fought game than a lot of people think.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. Utah, Florida.
This one's tough because it's two things I always say. I'm very low on Florida, but I also love fading the Pac-12 teams that come east, and I love fading the SEC teams that go west. Yeah,
and Florida.
I think Utah's really good. I think Utah's going to be really good. I think Florida's not going to be that good.
I can't touch this game.
Like I said, maybe a money line parlay with the Utah to favor that lineup from minus 160. I'm not touching the minus 3.
You can't.
I can't in all good conscience do that. What about, there's one I was looking at. So Tulsa, Wyoming. Tulsa's minus 6.5 road favorite against Wyoming.
That trend we mentioned earlier says to play Wyoming here.
But I thought that was conference opponents.
Conference opponents in the next week, I believe it was.
Yeah, but they didn't play conference opponents.
No, I believe it was if you play in week 0 and then
I thought if you played your conference game week 0.
No, I read it wrong. My fault.
Oh.
I read it wrong.
Because this is not a conference game either. So just generally if you play week 0?
Yeah.
I thought
I'll have to reread it, my friend.
You have to reread this because I don't know about that trend.
Let me reread it.
I might be questioning that trend. Oh, God.
Where is this?
Georgia State, South Carolina. Are we just hammering Georgia State plus 12.5?
We are.
Okay. I wanted to get your approval on that one. Oh, my gosh. There's so many games.
I know. So my games are this, dude. The games I like West Virginia plus the 7.5. I like Arkansas minus the 6.5. I like Georgia State. I love Georgia State. I'm on their money line. If Utah State gets over 42, I'll be on them. The one that I want to get your opinion on is this LSU Florida State game.
I was just eyeballing that one. Two mediocre programs right now.
Being played at the Superdome.
That's basically a home game for LSU. Coaching advantage, Brian Kelly, I guess. I would say.
Thing, dude. Brian
definitely
Kelly,
say that.
dude, like
he's had some bad years.
Yeah, but he's a decent coach for a big.
He's a good coach. I would say Brian Kelly is a good coach.
And here's the thing, like, it's hard at Notre Dame, man. Like
it's not easy.
It's hard. And he made them competitive. I mean, granted their schedule wasn't the best, but he made them competitive.
Do we think LSU's in a better spot roster-wise than Florida State at the moment? I think they're fairly comparable. If not,
they brought in more. They have a better quarterback.
You like this minus 3?
I've seen a 2.5, dude.
I like it.
Like, I really don't like Florida State that much in this spot, dude. Superdome's loud, What about Mississippi State, Memphis?
See, I was eyeballing that one too. Revenge spot for Mississippi State, but that's a lot of points.
What about the Qs getting 4.5?
Home dog against Louisville? I'm probably not touching that game. What about Notre Dame, Ohio State, 17.5 points?
No, I'm not touching. What about Rutgers, BC, 7?
I saw that. I want to take Rutgers, but I don't. I don't know, man. That's tough.
I think Eastern Carolina is kind of tricky. If they were kind of closer, they're kind of at the dead zone right now with what their number is, with 11.5.
Yeah.
I want that a little juicier. San Diego State laying 6 against Arizona.
Don't like it, but I'd probably take San Diego State.
I'll tell you what, though, with these big spreads, though, I'm going to be looking. This is what I'm looking at for the second.
I will tell you this: if we get them on Saturday, I do what I like to call a big spread parlay, where I take a bunch of favorites that I love to dominate.
Okay.
And there's going to be a couple in here.
I mean, I'm going to say this. I'm just looking at this. I will definitely be looking at North New Mexico State second half. I'll be looking at where's the other one? Oh my God. I'll be looking at UTEP second half. I'll be looking at Louisiana Monroe second half.
Yeah.
My boys. I have to look UMass second half.
You have to, right? You've been on them the whole time.
And that, dude, 28.5 is such a big number, dude.
That's a big number against a Tulane team that we don't know about, but I think we have a ticket on Tulane to win.
We do. We do have a small investment on them to win it. You know, it's a little one of those.
A little 40-1.
Yeah.
Do you hedge your bets week one and just hammer UMass?
It is what it is. You know what I mean? We're just betting the number at that point.
I'm going to take Ohio State, by the way. I'm going to take Ohio State minus 17.5.
I wish they had first half lined up, man, because I love betting. I bet.
Just wait till Saturday, everybody. Wait till Saturday morning.
First half. I love betting first halves, dude.
It's great. It's fantastic.
I mean, like,
wait until Saturday morning. We're going to have a shitload of first halves
in college than I do on I do in NFL.
Same.
Absolutely love it, especially when you get these teams like. What about the Monday night game? Excuse me.
Clemson, Georgia Tech. I mean, Georgia Tech's awful. Clemson's like at least decent. I'll take the minus 22.
Here's the thing, guys. Breaking news. I think Jim and I are going to be going a little live on Monday.
Oh, we will be.
We'll be live on Monday. We'll be telling you our thoughts on the game. We'll be talking about how UMass shocked the world.
Yeah, we'll give our weekend recap, give you a little bit of the preview for the game. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So, but yeah, dude, great first week. I'm looking forward to a successful season.
Give me the bets that you're confident in going into week one. And I will give you every bet that I'm making right now. I will make the list.
I'm gonna be on West Virginia. If I can get an 8, I'm gonna lock that in.
Okay. I'm on the under in that game. Do you want to go after me? Because I have a long list.
I only have like 2 more that I
have 14 bets.
Georgia State plus 12.
Love it. I'm on that and the money line.
Arkansas minus 6.5. Those are the 3 that I'm gonna be looking to lock in.
So those are Uncle Rico's locks right now. Here are my bets that I'm giving out for you people. Western Michigan plus 22 against Michigan State.
Okay.
The under 54. Gosh damn, I wish I could see what game it is. The Western Michigan State under 54.
Okay.
I'm taking Duke minus 7 against Temple.
Okay.
I'm taking Illinois plus 3 against Indiana and Illinois on the money line.
Okay.
I'm taking Nevada straight up.
I love it.
I'm taking Arkansas minus 6.
My man.
I am taking over 62 in Houston UTSA.
Ballsy.
Yep. Taking Georgia State plus 12.5 and on the money line.
There you go.
I'm taking over. Here's another ballsy one. SMU North Texas over 68.5.
That's big spreads, dude. Big
points. Big points.
Big.
LSU minus 3. West Virginia Pitt under 50.5. And Ohio State 17.5. They've been placed. They're locked in.
Look at you, man. Look at you.
I'll have more come Saturday.
God, dude. Look at you, man. Just going big, dude.
God, I gotta give him a parlay too. I gotta do the big spread parlay.
You're gonna do the big spread parlay.
Should I take Tennessee minus 35 against Ball State?
Dude,
Okay. Let's see. Big spread parlay. Oh, God. What do you consider a big spread?
Anything over 7?
I mean, that's bitch talk, but okay.
I mean, dude, that's what I am, man.
Oh, God, there's a lot of big spreads, but I don't know if I like it. I'll take BYU minus 12 versus South Florida.
Awesome.
I'll take Mississippi minus 21.5 versus Troy.
Okay.
What's another one? Don't like that. I'll take Ohio State minus 17.5 versus Notre Dame.
Okay.
We're both very low on ULM, right? Do we think Texas covers the 38? I'll finish off with Clemson minus 22. Clemson minus 22, Ohio State minus 17.5, BYU minus 12, Mississippi minus 21.5. Plus 12.28.
Plus 12.28.
Yep.
What's going to be the team that just rips it out of your heart that day?
Knowing me, it'll probably be like Ohio State.
So now this is just tentative. I always like to do a little juicy 4-teamer.
Ooh, what are we talking?
Now this is what I have right now. Now this is subject to change. It's not locked in. Okay. West Virginia plus 245, Illinois plus 132, Georgia State plus 335, Q's plus 165. Not locked in. Not locked in. I'm just kind of looking right now.
So the one I'm looking at, I gotta look at one, right? I gotta have one.
Gotta have something on. I kind of want to put Nevada in there because I kind of feel like everyone's just.
Yeah, I kind of want to put Nevada in there too. Put Georgia State in there. No, not in the parlay. There's a lot that can go wrong here. Don't like Boise State that much. There's not really too many that I like outright love. I like Purdue.
Look at you, dude, calling your shot.
I'll just do the Big Ten West underdog parlay. Purdue and Illinois plus 452. That's all I got. I'm tapped out for now. Tune in Saturday morning. To see our beautiful mugs giving you our favorite picks.
Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to the season. Get hot, stay hot, my friend.
God damn it. Fuck Nebraska. God damn it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Eric, where can the people find you?
Etoff21 on the Twitter. Etoff21 Sports on the gram and on the YouTube.
Damn right. Y'all know where to find me at XFL Gym everywhere. Everywhere. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. Goodbye, everybody. And we'll give you a little